In 2023, I turned down an executive offer that would have paid me over $150,000 a year. My boss at the time thought I was absolutely crazy for turning down the offer. And to be real, for a moment, I questioned myself too. But today, I'm running my business full time, I'm making more money than that executive salary, and I'm doing it on my terms. I choose my clients, I set my schedule, I wake up excited about my work, and I'm building something that's mine, that's making an impact in the lives of so many people. So today, I want to tell you the full story, why I turned down this executive role, and the framework I now use to help my clients evaluate opportunities, because salary and title aren't everything. So if you're at a crossroads in your career, you're wondering whether you should continue to play it safe or you want to actually bet on yourself, then this video is for you. Okay, so let's rewind to 2023. At the time, I was a manager in government. I built a solid career, good job stability, benefits, pension, all the things people like about government, and all the things that a lot of people chase. My business, which is WeApply, where I help introverted professionals land six-figure roles and build their personal brands. That was something I was doing on a part-time basis at the time. I was coaching clients in the evenings, on weekends, whenever I could squeeze it in, really, and it was growing slowly, but it was growing. Then I met a senior executive who was telling me about an opportunity that would bring more visibility. It would be leading at a higher level, obviously higher salary. This was the path I was on, and this is something that you would think I was working on for years. I'd been promoted 5 times in less than 8 years. Being a manager, the next normal step was to get into that executive level. So I went through the steps, I did the interviews, the assessment, an offer was made to me. But as I thought more and more about the offer, it just didn't sit right with me. It was just like, you get this opportunity that seems huge and you should be excited about, but I wasn't excited about the offer at all. I just kind of followed the steps because it's what you do when an opportunity comes your way, but something didn't feel right because at the same time, my business was picking up momentum, my LinkedIn was growing, my clients were getting results, and I was starting to see what was possible if I kept building. So going all in the business at that time was absolutely terrifying. But it was still this thought that I had in the back of my mind, like, what would it actually look like if I actually decided to run this business on a full-time basis? So I did what I always do when I'm facing a big decision. I got really honest with myself and I asked myself these 5 questions. And these are the same 5 questions that I help my clients with when you have 2 opportunities or conflicting opportunities that come your way. You're not sure what decision to make. And these are the questions that I asked myself. Will this role help me grow, or will it just help me earn more money? Will I have autonomy, or will I be constrained by bureaucracy? Am I excited about this, or am I just chasing title insecurity? In 5 years, where will this path actually take me? And is this where I actually want to be? So when I actually took the time to answer these questions honestly, the answer was clear of what I needed to do next. That executive role would have helped me earn more, but it wouldn't help me grow in the way that I wanted. I wouldn't have autonomy. I still needed to navigate the politics, the bureaucracy, the layers of approval. I wasn't excited about it myself. The title is great and you get that sense of security and validation, but it wasn't actually lighting me up. So I was thinking 5 years from now, is my goal to continue to climb the government ladder? No, it wasn't. And by saying yes to this executive role, I was actually saying no to other things like my business because I knew I would be that much more busy with government work at that level. So I made the decision and I turned down the offer. But I didn't go all in on my business right away. So I made 2024 the year that I prioritized my business. I set clear goals, I grew my client base, I increased my visibility, I built systems that would help me once I eventually went full-time. And I used my evenings, weekends to coach my clients, create content, refine my offers, and I really invested in my learning and development and continued to build my personal brand on LinkedIn. So I didn't quit my job impulsively. I used the stability majority of my salary to fund my growth and to test new ideas, to make mistakes without that pressure of needing my business to pay my everyday bills. And as the business grew, my confidence also grew, and I started to see what was possible if I kept going. So by the end of 2024, I wasn't yet where I wanted to be, but I knew that I was on the right track. So when 2025 started, I hired a sales and business coach, which really took things to the next level in my business, because we weren't just working on those skills. She really helped me reframe the way that I was thinking. 14 years being a public servant, I was thinking like a public servant. I was not thinking like an entrepreneur. I needed to rewire the way that I thought, the way that I thought about my work, the way that I thought about myself. And that was the change that really helped me gain the confidence to say, yes, I can do this on a full-time basis. So here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't have to go all in at once. You don't have to choose one or the other. We have the luxury nowadays that we can literally run a business from our phones. It's not like before when our moms were doing Avon and all these other things and going door to door to make some extra money. You can build something while still leveraging your job. Some of my personal branding clients, they do this. They don't even have a goal to go full time, but they're building on the side, and that is the ultimate goal, and that's okay as well. So you can leverage your current role to build what you want, and you can use that job as a launch pad to be able to excel in other areas that you're interested in. So for me, turning down that executive role was the best decision I ever made, not because I'm making more money now, although that's a great bonus, but because I chose freedom over security. I chose growth over comfort, and I chose building something that's mine over moving up someone else's ladder. And I decided to choose something that was mine over climbing someone else's corporate ladder. And that decision has completely changed my entire life. And I'm not saying that you should turn down a promotion when it comes your way. That's not the point of this video. The point is, don't let the salary and the title be the only factors in your decision. If you take an opportunity just for the money or the prestige and it doesn't align with your vision, your values, the way you want to grow, you're going to be miserable. And I see this so often with so many leaders that I work with. There's no amount of money or status that's going to fix that. So if you're evaluating between various opportunities, whether it's a promotion, a new job, or you're starting your own thing, I want you to ask yourself the same 5 questions that I gave you. Will this help me grow? Will this give me autonomy? Does this align with my vision? Does this actually energize me? What am I saying no to if I'm saying yes to this? If the answer doesn't feel right, then it's okay to wait. It's okay to build slowly. It's okay to use the current role that you have now as a stepping stone for the next one, because the right opportunity is out there, and I will tell you that it is worth waiting for. Now, if you're an introvert who's looking to build your personal brand on LinkedIn to be able to attract opportunities, but the thought of putting yourself out there makes you feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed, then I want to invite you to my next masterclass, which is called How to Overcome Fear and Show Up on LinkedIn as an Introvert. This isn't about being loud, it's about showing up with confidence and being intentional about the way that you're sharing your story, your skills, and your knowledge to be able to start attracting opportunities instead of chasing them. The webinar is all about helping you gain clarity, the confidence, and structure to show up on LinkedIn. And seats are limited, so go ahead and grab your spot. You can take a look at the link in the description to register for the next session. And if you're looking for more personalized support, you'd like to work with me one-on-one to help you build your personal brand on LinkedIn so that you're attracting career opportunities, business opportunities, speaking engagements, media, then you can also book a consultation with me. Take a look at the link right in the description as well to book some time to talk, and I would be glad to tell you more about our personal branding services that can help you not only increase your following on LinkedIn, but also help you make money through your personal brand. In this video right here, I'm teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, so I'll see you in that one. Take care.